Hello and welcome. If it is your first time here, hello again. If you are returning, welcome back. Last episode, we saw some of Cassian's time at Arcana 5 and how terrible it is. Binks was captured by Meero, and we learn a little bit more about the public order. I'm hoping we get more on that this episode. It seems like that is playing into everything that's happening in the prison and the power that Meero has been granted.
You pull in the net. The easy thing is to assume that everything you've dragged to shore is a fish.
Ma'am, if you're gonna start, just start. Don't give me a speech. I don't care about your job or you.
So I'll tell you everything I know to be true, and in doing so, perhaps convince you to cooperate without intervention.
The words they use in this is so ridiculous. You're torturing these people. Why don't you just say that?
Park attended a separatist meeting 2 years ago in Johnborough where he met a woman, this unknown woman, using your planet's unique commercial position to acquire stolen Imperial equipment.
Was it the shop girl that met him that set this up? Or was it Val? Or Senta?
Did you know Salmon Park was paid to keep that radio alive? Did you know you were the only one to use it?
Wait, what? So did Luthien know about Binks? Did he want access to her or to Cassian?
You're in my net, Biggs. Are you a fish or are you a thief? Now, I would prefer a conversation, but that is entirely up to you.
How come he only made contact with Binks? Why was she the only one to use it?
You will be giving me a full, detailed accounting of every single piece of stolen Imperial equipment, who was bribed along the way, where it is gone.
Meero seemed very interested in who was involved in getting the tech from the Empire, and I feel like that means that Blevin was involved. Like either he's a rebel or he was bribed, but I feel like he is a rebel.
I don't know the buyer. Well, Salmon Park says you've had at least 6 meetings. He and Andor, blowing up buildings and killing security guards.
They shouldn't have been there in the first place.
You're injured trying to warn them. That sounds to me like a nest of relationships.
I feel like a lot of Empire people are like aggressive outwardly, and Meero seems to think a lot about her actions, and that is much worse.
She's all yours, Dr. Gorst.
Thank you.
How is this your daily job and you're like, yeah, I love it. I'm going to stay a part of the Empire. It's awesome.
Table 3. There's a new man coming down, but we can take the shit if we push.
It's insane that someone is dead. And instead of mourning them, you're thinking we have a chance to win. This place is ruining them.
Good luck.
What do you say, old timer?
My hand. I might need some help.
I feel bad for this old man. He must be so tired. And I feel like he's not going to make it.
Look, you are the next man out. You are the shortest of the short.
Is he going to make it home though?
The restraints are nothing to be feared. Much safer for you to be tethered as we engage.
I'm sorry, but what are you going to be doing to her that the restraints will be good for her? How is that good for her?
We've had some early trials that were a bit chaotic.
Why are you smiling at her, you psycho? Like, you're about to torture this woman. What is wrong with you?
There's an outer rim moon called Dizon Frey, extremely hostile to the concept of an Imperial refueling centre that local commanders were granted permission to use any means necessary.
You mean they were allowed to torture and kill these people that were just trying to protect their own homes?
Important for our purposes here today is that the massacre of the Dizonites was broadcast.
They recorded people that were dying.
They make a sound as they die, a sort of choral, agonised pleading.
How long have you been a psychopath?
There were 3 communications officers monitoring the documentation, and they were found in various states of emotional distress.
I don't even know what I'm hearing anymore. I don't even know what to think.
We've taken the recordings and modified them slightly, and we've found a section of what we believe are primarily children.
Wait, they make them listen to children dying?
You'll want to be sure of that, Bix. That you're cooperating fully. It's repeat listenings that cause the most damage.
Every time I think something can't get worse, it's getting worse. This is completely insane. Oh God, do we have to hear? I hope not. I don't want to hear this. This is actually worse. No. I feel like everyone higher up in the Empire has to have some kind of psychopathy.
I'm taking my run.
Is there a plan? Please tell me we have a way of getting out of this stupid hellscape. Is he trying to stop the work? Does that pipeline lead to like the infrastructure of the plates?
On program.
You men on the floor! Hold your position!
He's touching the rail.
Believe me now, the elevator's not wide.
I want Cassian and the other prisoners to get out of here, but I really don't want to watch another group of people die again.
We attack while they're coming down. We shut it down halfway. Take one guard, one weapon.
How are you going to get them down here? The only time they come down is when someone dies. Are they going to kill the old guy? Oh my God. Get your disgusting hands off of me, you dick. Spit in her face, Binks.
When was the last time you spoke with Cassian Andor?
This is so terrible. This is why Cassian shouldn't have gone back home. You put everyone in danger.
Where do we stand? Are we in the game?
We're up Iraq with an hour left.
Just talked about this. He told you 2 minutes ago.
Oh no. He's losing his memory. Does he have dementia?
Keep her alive.
And Salmon Park?
I don't care.
I'd like to hang him.
What is wrong with these people?
Make sure they know who's in charge.
As you wish.
Show them who's in charge. You have already taken over. You're ruling over them. What else is there to do?
Senator from Chandrila stands with those in opposition to the Emperor's new public safety legislation. The Public Order Resentencing Directive is the next step toward complete, unchallenged authority.
These senators suck. I hope when the Republic took over, they were all done away with.
Our first responsibility is to the citizens who have sent us here. Our second vow is to protect the power and independence of this remarkable chamber.
Is the light going out means people voting against her?
Drive.
They called from the residence. Your cousin, she's arrived.
Why? Who's her cousin?
What are they saying?
I think it's level 2.
So they are communicating. Because I was like, wait, is he like planning a way to get out of here?
Level 2 far side.
What happened? What's going on? Is someone coming to save us?
2, something's wrong on 2. They're going too fast, I can't read it.
Did something happen to them?
Level 2, far side! Level 2, are you all scrambled
Andy
or
needs
something?
to shut up. Maybe it's bad for them too if something happens on the other end of the building.
Stand in place. On program. Feet down, face front, hands on heads. All shifts will proceed immediately to their stations.
Did someone sabotage the electrical system? Is it down? Does Luthen know that Cassian is here?
Look what she brought me.
Your father may have an opinion. We'll see if he lets you wear it.
He lets me do anything
Your
I
father is trash. Oh my God, is that Vel? That's her sister?
Where have you been?
Traveling.
Look at you.
The Empire doesn't rest. Rebellion comes first. We take what's left.
Girl, stop it. You didn't buy it when Cinta told you the same thing.
Seriously, Val, what does he have you doing?
Who?
Is she playing along or does she really not know who Luthen is?
You never think about escaping?
You know I won't answer that.
I'll take that as a no.
He is doing what he can to make sure these people survive and he survives. But it seems like he has given up himself.
How many guards on each level?
You want out of here alive, turn that part of your mind off.
Why not think about it? Why not have a plan? The worst thing you can do is die, which you may die anyways.
You think they're listening? You think they care enough to make an effort? Cheaper than droids and easier to replace.
Good luck to you.
You think they care what we say? Nobody's listening. How many guards on each level?
Are they listening? What if they are? I appreciate Cassian for, keep trying, but he's a little reckless.
Colleen gave us a list of every piece of gear that came through Ferrix.
Andor. He's all the way through this.
Yes, Andor returned to Ferrix 3 nights after Aldani with money in his pocket.
This is a complete and total disaster. Everything leads to Cassian, and he leads to literally everyone.
Andor had shaved. The rebels at Aldani were clean-shaven. Soldiers from the garrison who got a look at him felt there was some similarity to our reference.
Meero and her lackey are irritating me. Why can't they just be as incompetent as everyone else?
Let's follow that up.
They're all gone.
100 men.
What? Were they actually killed or were they moved somewhere secretly?
Yeah, they were making trouble.
What could they have been doing that will cause you to kill all of them?
What happened on to... Yeah.
Set them all free.
Melchi, I know you feel some kind of way, but this is not the time, man.
Hold your program! It's a rumor! We have heard nothing.
I realize Andy just wants to do his time and get out of there, but these people are terrible. He needs to work with Cassian so they can, like, make a run for it.
Keep our heads down until we know what's going on.
Is he gonna die? They can literally kill any of them at any moment.
You've been searching my room again.
It's called cleaning.
I've been in my private box.
I find you a job. I prepare 2 meals a day.
I really don't like Boy Scout, but his mom is awful. She is annoying and overbearing and insulting at the same time.
What is the return on my investment? All that time away on Morlana. What if I'd let your neglect drive me insane?
She's an awful parent. Gosh, she's so annoying.
Imagine I'd cracked and wasn't here now to pick up the pieces.
Is he gonna crack? Is he gonna kill you? He seems like he can snap literally at any moment.
I've been promoted.
He's old and he's tired and he's frail. He's gonna hurt himself.
It's the one night, Belle.
I'm afraid so.
Find yourself a husband.
I hate this man. He is literally the worst person.
Who's left of any value at your age?
Who says that to someone else? What worth do you have?
Be a spoiled rich girl for a while. Remind people that's who you are.
Are their parents sided with them too? Or are they just kind of chilling out and doing whatever the Empire says?
What are you doing here?
I wanted to thank you for the promotion.
You're gonna get yourself hurt, sir.
Try to follow on the conversation we had last month.
That wasn't a conversation. You were brought in for questioning.
After meeting you, I realized that life was worth living. There was justice and beauty in the galaxy, and if it just kept going.
What? What the f?
Perhaps my deranged belief there was something better fated for me in the future was a dream worth clinging
He
to.
is losing it. Everyone keeps pushing Boy Scout and he's going to snap.
I want what you want. I sense it.
Oh, I do not like this. Is he gonna kill people in the Empire because he's like, they turned on me?
You come near me again, I'll have you in a cage on the outer rim.
She surprises me. I wonder why she's pushing him away and why they don't want to use him.
There's a 400,000 credit withdrawal that's proving a bit of a problem. It needs to be papered over.
I need a loan.
I kind of blame Luthen for this because if he wasn't pushing so hard, she would not be in this situation. All of his decisions that he's always saying it has to be done affects literally everyone but him.
We need a Chandrilan banker with treasury relationships. Davos Calden.
Who is that? Does he rob people?
He's a thug.
The wealthiest thug of them all. He wants to meet you.
Like, I want to trust Tay, but something about him just gives me bad vibes.
Davos Calden here, you must be joking.
I feel like this is a trap. Maybe they'll arrest her when she meets with them. I don't know.
We've got a rebel pilot in custody, one of Anto Krieger's group. He's telling us there's a raid planned on the power station at Spellheim.
I'm not sure if I said this before, but I feel like Anto Krieger is bluffing. Or they're working together somehow to help the rebels.
They'll count him missing soon enough.
Exactly.
What if we foul the ship? Have the pilot found dead in the cockpit?
I really don't like Meero. She's way too good and competent. I really hope that she dies at the end of this season.
I want a meeting with military intelligence immediately about Spellheim.
So many things are happening all at the same time. Is Luthen gonna get found out? Will Saw show up?
On program.
Cover him.
This poor old man. This is so sad.
He needs a doctor.
You've only got a few shifts left. Then you're going home.
He's not gonna make it. They're not gonna send a medic. They don't care. Oh, they actually send a medic. I am very surprised that they send someone.
He's only got 40 shifts left. Just want to get him up and about.
Look at me, brother.
His name is Orlov.
I don't want to know his name.
So we just want something to get him through the next few days.
That's another option.
What? You're not gonna help him?
He's had a massive stroke.
What? What is that?
I can't help him. I can't help anyone.
He's gonna kill him? You're going to kill him?
I need a bag and a trolley.
Just come in.
He'll pass peacefully, which is more than I can say for the rest of us.
I can't believe this old man is gone.
What happened down on 2? A man who was just released on 4 ended up back on 2 the next day.
What?
Word got out on the floor and then they killed them all.
No one's getting out, are they?
Not now.
What? So they are planning to just keep these people forever until they die.
How many guards on each level?
Never more than 12.
I find Andor interesting because the way they are showing the Empire. I really can't speak on how the Empire has been portrayed in the Star Wars universe, but when I think of them, I think that they're the bad guys and that they're evil in a vague, evil way. If that makes sense. But Andor is showing how cruel and vile the Empire is in very specific ways. We see how they treat the people in the prison system. First, they are just rounded up at random, given ridiculous sentences, and then forced to work in horrible conditions, being tortured if they fail their tasks. And it seems like they don't really provide medical services anyways if they need it. And that's very important when it comes to world building, because there's a difference in saying that the Empire is evil just because versus them showing us torturing a person we like by forcing her to listen to children dying. That really puts into perspective how terrible the Empire is and why so many people will gather together and be like, we need to take them down. This episode and a comment clarified for me some of my misunderstandings of how Narkina 5 worked. I thought that they could just do the basic minimum and just keep it pushing. I didn't know they were punished every time they didn't meet a quota. That and the comment did help me understand Kino more. He is a straight-laced person and he thinks that if he just does his time and everyone does what they have to do, then everything will be okay. He believes in the system. He believes if you just do what you need to do, you'll get out and you'll be fine, which made it sadder when he kept saying that Olaf only had 40 more shifts left. He truly believed that Olaf was gonna get out and he was gonna get out. I am glad that Kino is on board with Cassian, but I don't know how they're gonna get out of there. That place seems impenetrable. They're literally in the middle of the ocean. Even if they take over the place somehow, how are they gonna get off the station itself? They will need a plane. How long would they have to wait for one? There are so many things that could go wrong there. I wonder if Cassian was cutting through that metal pipe, because if that pipe goes out, then they will have to send someone there and they can use that plane to get off. I don't know how they're gonna make it out of there, but I feel like another group of people are going to die again. We're gonna get to know them more next episode. We're gonna like them and we're gonna have to watch them die. Mon and Val are cousins. I hope we see Val's parents next episode. I want to know if the rebel work is a family business for them or if her parents are like super into the Empire. When it comes to Mon, I am still very worried about her. Val is right that she is in more danger because she is on Coruscant and she's just surrounded by enemies at all sides. She's all alone and she thinks Tay is reliable and trustworthy, but a part of me just don't trust him. I think he's setting a trap for her. I don't know if he's a spy or what, but a part of me does not trust him. I think that meeting that he wants her to have is a trap. Boy Scout continues to lose his mind. He felt like everything that he was working for was taken away from him unjustifiably. And I think this rejection by Meero is the final push. And he's gonna do something terrible. I feel like he's going to attack the headquarters that she works at and possibly kill his mother. That might sound crazy, but I feel like he's at the point of like, nothing matters. I hate my job. The one person that I thought understood me and felt the same way I did just pushed me away again. I need to do something. And he's gonna go buck wild. Olaf's death was sad, but at least he's not trapped in that hellscape anymore. This man was old and fragile, and at least his death wasn't too terrible. I'm glad that he wasn't like fried to death. The next 3 episodes are going to be wild. All of the storylines are coming together. We still have to see Anto Cregan, the banker. I don't know if Saul is coming back. I'm assuming we're gonna see Luthen the next few episodes. I hope Binks is okay. I don't know if like a rebel cell is going to come to her aid because Marva opened the tunnel, but I hope they do. I really don't want to see anyone else die, but I know people are going to die. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If you have your own theories, if I am right or wrong about Blevin or Boy Scout. I hope you have a good one and you'll see me later. Bye.